the first question that you will face in your exam would be like showing your ID or something, which would be like introductory questions, and it won't matter that way, but still that really matters in the sense of being positive and being energetic and showing your confidence in the beginning of your examination. Now, as you can see that the first question is, may I see your ID? What will you say to that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are going to reply yes, sir? Are you going to reply yes, sir? I'm asking that.
So you help with showing our ID.
Yeah. You must say that with confidence. Yes, sure. Why? Like, don't say why not, but say yes, sure. Okay. Yes, sure. Here it is. You must say that. Here it is, without even actually giving a statement. If you're showing the passport or whatever your ID is, obviously they will see your passport only. So yes, yes, sure. Here it is. Okay. You will say yes, sure. Here it is. Okay. And then the next question, may I know your full name? What will be your reply for that?
My name is Jaspreet
Yep. Okay. My name is Jaspreet Kaur. That's fine. That's fine. You can give the reply like that. It's not that lengthy discussive question. Simply you can say that my name is Jaspreet Kaur. Okay. And how may I address you?
You may call me Jaspreet.
You may call me Jaspreet. Please notice down this thing, everybody. You may actually address it in a different sense as well. Um, um, like you may address me by my first name. Okay, that is Jaspreet. You can say that. You can call me Jaspreet. That's fine. Okay, but I would say that make a lengthy statement in that sense. Stretch it a little bit. You can say that you may address me by my first name. That is Jaspreet. Okay, that's really nice. You may address me by my first name, Jaspreet. Okay. And where do you come from? Here the question is given wrongly. Where do you come from is not that. Where do you come from? What will be your reply?
I come from Assam,
Mm-hmm.
which is the
Mm-hmm.
district of Nagarshahar.
Which is the district of Namashahar.
Sir, district.
It's a sub district of Namashahar. You mean to say? Okay, that's actually, I would say that you should change a little bit of your answer, because um, Balachor, I don't think so. We should say that um, Balachor, like I hail.
Like that I'm from Chandigarh or something like that.
Yes, yes, yes. So you can actually you should say that I'm from Balachor, which is quite a small town, and it lies in the northern state of Punjab. Okay, which lies in the northern state of Punjab, um, and then you can add up to that. Don't say that which lies in the district Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar. Namashahar is not the district, even though the Balachor is not the district. Okay, it is Tehsil, but it is not the district. Okay, but I would say that you should say that exactly whatever your district is, that is Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar. SPS Nagar is not right. Okay, now which lies in Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar, our district. Okay, and then you can actually further talk about where this Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar is, and then uh, like don't say anything like good or bad or qualities related to that, like it has this or that amenities or something. Nobody is asking you until or unless the person asks you the question. Don't say anything extra. Okay, simply say that I come from a small town, Balachor, which lies in the district Shahid Bhagat Singh Nagar in Punjab. That's it. That's fine. That's complete, I would say. Is it fine? Okay. Now, now some questions would be related to work or study depending upon for what purpose are you migrating. Just wait. Some questions would be related to work or studies relate accordingly your genre of actually giving the exam. If you are giving the exam for academic purpose, the questions will be related to the studies. If you are giving it for the like journal module, the question can be related to the work. So the first question is a journal question can be asked to you. Do you work or are you a student? What will be your reply? Everybody else, please listen to the questions and the answers so that you may actually just address the questions properly. Then, yep, please go for it.
I am a student.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I'm a student. That's it. Is it over? You said you started with well, or did you not? I think you started with well, no? Well, well, well. I am a student. I'm the student of the science stream. Okay, I have done my masters in this or that, so you can say that. Okay, you can say that a little bit more about that. I am a student of science stream, or I'm a student of bachelor of science, or I have done my masters or bachelors in science. Okay, you can say that accordingly your qualification. You can say that I am the student of well, I am the student of senior secondary classes, or I have joined my senior secondary. I have recently completed. Well, I have recently completed my senior secondary classes. If you have completed your senior secondary classes, and then you can actually move with the next of the information. If you want to stretch it a little bit, say one or more statement. Do not stretch it too lengthy. Okay, don't go too lengthy. Okay, for that. So next question is not about you because you're not doing the job or the work or something. Okay, the next question would be about uh, like mm, what subjects are you studying? Those questions can be asked. Like what subjects did you study during your BSc or during your Bachelor of Science? Can you please tell me? Please do
I
not.
have studied my graduation
Mm-hmm.
related to my field
Mm-hmm.
in job work.
You can say that's one of the favorite subject of yours is this or that. Okay, so I studied lots of subjects. I've studied many subjects in my stream. Basically I have studied this, and then in my higher studies, or when I completed like in the last year, I just studied about these or that subjects. Kindly actually talk about all those subjects that you have actually studied, and you should know a little bit more about them so that you can actually summarize them in short forms. Okay, so that you can actually tell them that I've studied these or that subjects which are really really great, that I really miss to actually study. Okay, did you understand? What would be your reply now? What subjects are you have you studied in your BSc?
I have studied many subjects in my graduation.
Nice.
These are related to science field.
Mhm.
We also learn the practical as well as theory throughout.
Okay, that's it. But still, you haven't told anything about the subjects, no?
Can I take the names of the subjects?
Definitely, definitely. Why not? The person has asked you the question. Didn't I say that? What subject have you studied in your uh, BSc? I asked a question like that. You must say that those subjects, no? Like, yeah, learned or studied about lots of a number of the subjects in that, namely or basically, I've studied. all those subjects which were in the science stream, particularly talking about the subject tally. I would say that these are that subjects I have studied. Okay. So then from those subjects, why did you choose to study particular subject? So that is how the person will ask that one, no? Like if you will talk about those subjects, from that only the person will keep on asking you the question related to the subject. Okay, why did you choose to study that subject? So first of all, give the answer for the eighth question. What subjects did you study? Okay. Kindly reply, please do not take that time. That amount of time.
Answer it really
Yeah.
for the question.
Yes, yes.
Actually, I have learned a lot of comprehensive as well as the theoretical part related to physics
Mm-hmm.
and chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned various formulas which are helpful in the everyday life related in the everyday life
Mm-hmm.
from mathematics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice, nice. Now, the person will ask you the question: why did you choose the science stream but not the arts one? Or why did you choose the physics subject over the biology over some other subject? Yep.
To be honest, my parents choose it for me.
My parents chose it for me, not choose it for me, chose it for me.
For me,
Mm-hmm.
we were always interested in biology.
Mm-hmm.
But due to sake sake of them,
Mm-hmm.
I chose this subject.
Okay, now let me tell you that how you can you started very nicely. You use the term to be honest. To be honest, really nice to use this one. Naturally, if it is coming, that's really fine. To be honest, I did not choose the subject on my own. Actually, this selection is of my parents. My parents actually selected that particular subject because they must have thought of the scope of the subject. Okay, that's it. So that's fine. So that's great to give the answer like that one. Like your answer was fine. There is no problem. And try to actually think of that one. Do not contemplate that much. Do not actually introspect your answers that you are delaying your answer. Okay, do not delay your answers. Keep giving your answers continuously. Okay. Now, next question is, what do you like about your studies?
There are a lot of things I like about my studies.
Mm-hmm.
The past,
Mm-hmm.
it really helped to solve the problems as I told about biology and physics as well as medical subjects.
Mm-hmm.
Moreover, in the science stream, I also learned about how the organisms work.
Mm-hmm.
They are really helpful to the daily life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. So you were fluent in that answer, um, and you also related that why you like that subject, and just because it has some implications and some usages in your like future as well, or in your daily life as well. So that's great answer. Okay, keep giving answers like that. What do you dislike about your studies? If the question is about that, how would you reply?
My take on this, I like all the subjects in my studies. There is nothing like that I dislike about them as they taught me various things in my graduation.
Mm-hmm.
But if I tell you about the dislike about my studies,
Mhm.
then
If I have to tell, if I have to tell really about any kind of dislike in my studies, then I dislike this or that. Yeah, what do you dislike?
I dislike about the theoretical part of these subjects
Mm-hmm.
as they are quite lengthy.
Oh.
The examination is quite
Mm-hmm.
lengthy.
Yeah. because the because it takes some time to make notes. Takes a lot of duration of the period, um, which I could utilize in practical things. So yeah, and that's really nice answer. So on the whole, I think you have understood that how we have to reply this particular question related to these particular questions related to work and studies, and these are normal questions to be asked. I'm telling you, these are normal questions to be asked, normally usual questions to be asked. Okay. um, can I have Simran right now? Simran, can you reply the next questions? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jaspreet. Thanks a lot. So now it's your turn, but rest of the students are going to listen to that carefully. Okay. Please describe your hometown a little. Would you please reply that?
Well, I come from a small town which is located in near Balachar.
Which is located in near Balachar.
Yes, yes, near Balachar in SVS Nagar district.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many facilities provided in my hometown, like good education facilities, transport facilities, and hospital facilities.
Mm-hmm. What actually? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Your hometown lies is somewhere in the center region or somewhere. You can actually talk about little bit of the location, little bit more, okay? And to be precise about that one location, so it's known for like its name um, is made after one particular person, Balraj, the saint. The people believe in that saint also. So we also believe, and I also particularly believe in that. Um, when we actually worship that like saint, then our wishes become true. So sometimes it is like that. So you can actually describe a little bit more about on that, what kind of facilities, like when you say that medical facilities, there are around that number of the hospitals. For example, there are educational facilities, as you mentioned. You could talk about those education facilities a little bit, but you can't actually lengthen up your answer or stretch your answer to for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, but you have to be very quick in talking about all those things, and the education facilities, especially the convent schools, and the government schools, which are quite like for all the, which cover all the sections of the society. You can add up to that, no? Like when you're particularly talking about the facilities, medical aid, or like the terms related to those questions must be given as in the reply. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. What is your town well known for?
Well, to be honest, my town is well known for tradition as well as culture
Mm-hmm.
because because there are all festivals and functions celebrate in my hometown.
Cele-
And
Gets celebrated in my hometown. And you have repeated because for two times. Let me tell you, because it's not right. Okay. Well, to be very honest, my town is well known for lots of things. As far as my particular place of living is concerned, and I'm living in a village, as it hails to a particular town named Balachaw. Um, it is well known for its temple named Balraj Mandir, okay, or Balraj Temple, because people have a lot of faith in that, and it is also known for the people's contribution towards the society, because of there are lots of clubs who helps the people in different ways. Okay, um, like they work for the slum area education, or slum education, or like slum children education or something like that. So you must correlate to that one. Why the town is well known for, what is the quality of the town, you must talk about that. What is the quality of the town? As you mentioned that there are traditions, there are cultural values, So it is filled with the cultural and the traditional values. That's really nice answer. Okay, so keep up with that. Your answer is quite fine. There is no problem with that. I'm just adding some points to that. Okay, don't feel that I'm correcting you. I'm not correcting you. I'm adding to your knowledge that you can say this or that as well. Okay. Okay. Now the next question is: do you like your hometown?
To answer that one, because my hometown is very beautiful
Mm-hmm.
and all facilities are available here.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned in
Yeah, as I mentioned before, you can use that term. As I mentioned before, really nice to see that thing in you because you never use that one. As I mentioned before, you can say that. As I mentioned before, there are lots of medical facilities. Then you can talk about that. As I mentioned before, adding further to that, you can say that there are gardens, there are like botanical gardens, or there are uh, like some landscapes to watch because we are in the lap of the mountains. We are in the middle of like the range of Himalayas and some other areas which are quite hilly areas. So that's why it's quite a picturesque place. That's why I love my hometown. There must be some reasons, no? So you just think of those reasons to be quite a valid one, and which will beautify the world of your hometown, no? The world of your hometown, I means to say that the area of your hometown. World doesn't mean the whole world. I'm talking about the area of your hometown would be uh, blessed by all those qualities, means to say. We can't say that school is good or something else is good. I like my hometown for any reason, no? I'm wrong in that sense, but you can say anything in that one, that you like your hometown because education is good. Like your hometown because the administration is good. The police takes care of the city. You know, you like your hometown because there is quite cleanliness, quite a great amount of cleanliness in your hometown. That means the people are quite uh, helpful, friendly, you know, and they are always ready to help others. So that's what actually makes something to be good, no? Your hometown can be good in that sense, and that's why you will like the hometown, no? There must be a reason for you to like that hometown. It should not be that lengthy, it should not be that small. Okay, did you understand?
yes, yes.
Okay, the next question: is that a big city or a small place?
Well, it is a small place and
It's a
it
countryside
is
area.
popul it's a countryside area and with a population of about below 1 lakh.
Mm-hmm. That's great. That's great. Good. Good to see that. Okay. Like about 1 lakh or whatever number you have mentioned. That's great. Like it's a big city or a small place, and as it is a small place, only about 1 lakh people can live there. Okay. Or about in thousands you can mention also. Okay. That 3,000 or 4,000 people are living here. It's not a big place. Okay. Only um, the families or the clans have been made. Okay, particularly for those people like towards particular community, they have set up their areas and they are living accordingly the colonies accordingly that. Okay, yeah. How long have you been living there? What will be your reply for that?
I have been living here since my birth.
Mm-hmm. I have been living here since my birth. As far as I remember, I have been living here since my birth. It would be around how many years? It would be around,
It would be around 21 years.
yep, it would be around 21 years. So you can add up to that. You can add this statement in that. Okay. It would be around 21 years since I have been living here. I have been living here since my birth. So since I've been living here, my birth, it would be around 21 years that I've spent here, living very joyfully and happily. Yep. So, do you think you will continue living there for a long time? Mm-hmm.
So if I settle there,
Mm-hmm.
so I would not continue living there.
Array, never say that I will settle there. Okay.
Really, if I like there,
If
then
I would like to settle there
I
and
would
I have
like
to,
to
uh,
settle there.
no, sad. Don't say something like I'm quite ambiguous about this answer. I'm not sure about this answer to be very honest. I would say that, like, do you think you will continue living there for a long time? I would never say that, because in most of the cases it is already told in many of the videos, in many of the cases, that we must not say that I'm going there to settle down there. I'm going there to actually get educated. Okay, so you can say that, to be very honest, as there are many loopholes in my place, in my hometown, as I mentioned earlier, say some loopholes also in your hometown. Okay, say some degrading statement about your hometown as well. Not that much, but still we have to say something so that we can actually make this answer possible in any sense, in a positive or the negative sense, we can say that. Okay, to be very honest, I don't want to stay here, as I'm planning. My family is planning to move to, from countryside area to the metropolitan city, um, Delhi. You just say and make it up. Okay, that I will just settle up in the metropolitan city because of the the kind of jobs are not available there as I required, or accordingly the requirement of the children, the jobs are not available, or there is quite a bit of unemployment in our area. So that is why, in that sense, I have to actually think of changing my place of abode, or I have to definitely shift to some place where I would, like, as I mentioned before, that I'm pursuing myself to move abroad, and I would study over there, and after, means to say, like, um, as you would add to that one, like, what would you say that, like, as I'm planning to move abroad, or for my study purpose, for that time being, obviously for 2 to 5 years I would be living in some other country, and then obviously I will, as I'm going to get some work permit, and then I will work over there. Then for the time being, that I'm not going to live here, but finally I have to come back to my parents to take care of them, and in that sense I am planning to take my family to some like metropolitan area, where facilities and all those amenities would be more in numbers. So you can say that, I'm saying that you can go in either way. You can say that, no, I would never love to change, I would never like to change my place of living, um, though I want to actually get educated in abroad. I would love to come back and live in the same place, as I love the kind of harmony that exists in my place, and the kind of people living here I cannot find in any other place. So that's why I have a quite a particular affinity towards my place. That's why I would like to come back. Do you understand? So the last question of the night, okay, and after that one we will sleep, okay. On, and the other two ones, maybe, who are worried about being asked some questions, so you are not going to be asked any question. You're not going to be asked, okay, any sort of question. So you just learn from the kind of questions that I have asked from them, and these two girls, and maybe tomorrow will be your turn. But right now, like, the last question will be answered, and after that one I'll upload these videos on YouTube. So if you are not there, so kindly subscribe to the channel, and then watch my videos over there, and then you will understand that what points I have actually mentioned. Okay, so thank you. So last question: how has your town changed over the last 20 years?
Well, there are many changes in my hometown
Mm-hmm.
over the last 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, the drainage system is good.
Mm-hmm.
Then last 20 years, before and last 20 years, the data system
20
was
years earlier. 20 years earlier, you can say.
20 years earlier, and when there is a rush hour,
Mm-hmm.
the roads were filled with water,
Mm-hmm.
and its lead to a traffic jam. And
Mm-hmm. Jam.
moreover,
Mm-hmm.
the another changes in the
Another
methamphetamine
change
is methamphetamine education system much better. Then last
is.
20 years,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep. Okay. I can understand that what you're talking about. You're talking about the differences from the past to now. Okay. So that's really nice. Earlier it was like that. Now it is like this. In the like 20 years earlier it was like that. In the past it was something like that. Nowadays it's something like that. You can actually use those connectors to start your statements and add up to your answer was somehow fine, but you're using the verbs wrongly sometimes. You are misplacing, you are not even using the verbs in between in your answers. Just take care of that. Okay, that would be your grammatical error. Okay, because four core skills that they would check, that would be first one would be your pronunciation, second one would be your fluency and coherence, and third one would be your vocabulary, and the last one would be your grammar. And you will lose some score in your grammar part, but in the other things, if you are going to be fluent and you will start your connectors, you will start your answers with the connectors, then definitely you will definitely get good score. Okay, so try to keep this momentum going on. And I have already given these files to you, these questions are already given to you. You must be practicing, I know that. So keep practicing, keep updating, keep upgrading yourself. God bless you all. Good night for now. I think it is time to sleep. Bye bye.